Ladies and gentlemen, Two Dudes Talk Music in conjunction with E. Brown Industries and Big Jerry Burger brings to you everybody's new favourite game show, Get in the Bin. Now, let's go to our host, Reverend Raph and the beer buddy, Kyle. Welcome back to the YouTube channel, everybody. My name is the Reverend Raph, along with the beer buddy, Kyle.
Going on, everybody?
As well as Jake and Brock from Glora, who are going to be playing at Nowherefest in Brisbane on the 14th of June at Amore Events in West End with amazing other bands as well. Like, Glora is going to be incredible. I can't wait to check these guys out live, but there's also going to be Dark Law, Anton Amasia, Bong Coffin, Oceans and Omens, T-Rex Autopsy, Plague Dweller, and a fuckload of other bands.
Pretty stacked.
Go and get your tickets. It's going to be a really, really special one. But we are here today for everyone's favorite Sunday night game show, Get in the Bin. This is where we talk to our esteemed guests and we ask them if they had phenomenal cosmic powers and could just snap their fingers to eliminate things out of the music business. What would they be and why? We'll grab 3 things from each of you gentlemen. You name your thing, your reason, and we'll have a little bit of a chat about it. Whoever wants to go first, what is the first thing that you would change about or eliminate from the music business and why?
Oh, again, loaded. Probably just, probably how we sort of touched on it earlier before, but just like the general dramas, like just people just being fucking man babies.
Yeah.
At it. I don't want to play with this band. And
Agreed.
Doesn't make anything easier.
No.
Yeah, I thankfully haven't seen too much of that because I haven't had much to do with the local band scene. But
yeah, it's just it's yeah. I mean, I agree. It's just you know, even like we said in the podcast, like even if you just give the booker a heads up and be like, hey, bit of a thing with this band, we'll probably just to avoid any drama, show up, play our stuff, and then fuck off.
Yep.
You know. Don't take offense to it. We're not trying to be rude. This is just the thing. You can be professional about it. You can do what you're going to do.
We're all here just trying to do the same fucking thing, man.
Yeah, you're all playing at the same pub. We're not getting paid together, so
mine ties into that too.
Yeah.
Now I'd just say ego, like put your fucking ego in the bin. Unless you're Metallica, sure you can have an ego. I get it. But if you're a local band, don't talk to me like you're better than me. Like I know we're both 9-to-5 guys. I know you're not making money off this. I know that you're sitting at home and playing guitar and smoking weed. Like we're the fucking same person.
It sucks.
The shit out of me.
It sucks, and especially when it's a band that you like. You know, like if it's a band that you've gone and seen maybe, and then you get the chance to play a show with them, and you're like excited about that, and they just want to give this fucking attitude the whole time. Like
It's don't even have any time for it. I'm just like, whatever, leave me alone.
That's it.
That's it. But you know what the best thing I find to do with that, like if you find out before the show anyway, and I mean I'm not saying like that people aren't necessarily giving their best shows without this, but like if you're chilling before the show or whatever, you try and talk to them, you get some big league bullshit or the ego or whatever, that's when you go, all right, watch this, motherfuckers. And you get up there and you just put on like the best fucking show that you possibly can. You get up there and you're like, all right, follow this.
Hold my beer.
And you just, you make them go, oh, fuck, okay. That's the best way. That's the best, revenge if you want to put it that way, right?
We got really lucky. We got a really good slot at this festival too. So,
Nice.
Don't come to us with the ego bullshit.
We got good spot.
No, I think because
I don't know how we got it, but we did.
I know. Like with botulism couldn't get their visas or something, so there was a change in the bit of a shuffle in the lineup there. But I know Dark Law's an awesome band. Like they're really cool people. We've chatted with them and they're really awesome. I know Anton and Amasia are incredible. Like. They're good mates of ours. So I know, and obviously, like T-Rex Autopsy. Make sure you watch T-Rex Autopsy. Let me tell you, because they're going to put on a
show. I'm just keen to hear what's around and hopefully meet them all too. And have
they're going to be a really good one to watch, T-Rex, because they use some odd instruments.
Well, I mean, I'm excited to see them too because I haven't
Cool.
seen them live before either. So like,
awesome.
I'm fucking keen.
They're very energetic.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Very keen on that.
Energetic is a bit of an understatement, I think. From what I've
you
heard.
got to undersell it so people can be blown away.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Okay. So yeah, drama and egos is the number ones. Okay. Well, what's the number two? What's the second thing that you would eliminate from or change about the business?
I don't know if it's necessarily like music industry's issue, but like venues need to be open later. And how like shows have to stop at like 10, and when you're having a good time, you're like, oh, I'm not ready to go home yet.
No.
Fucking oath, man. Yeah. I agree.
Kick on.
Something a bit more lighthearted anyway. But
no, I like that. I like that. I agree. As an avid enjoyer of evening time.
Yeah.
I mean, like we went through. Kyle and I went through the fucking
Sydney lockdowns.
The Sydney dark ages and stuff where they'd like, they used all this bullshit to justify, no venue re-entry after a certain time, and
and it's like early too, isn't it?
It was 10 o'clock or something like that.
Well, it was.
You couldn't walk out and have a cigarette.
Yeah.
Once you were in that club after 11.
11 or 12, something like that. But it was the ridiculous thing is the event that they used to justify it were happening at like 9 and 10 p.m. It was like the fucking the coward punch events and stuff or whatever, and they were trying to use that to justify it. But they were happening at like 9 or 10 p.m. So it's like, well, how is that sort of happening at like 1 a.m.?
It was just somebody
stopping at like midnight or 1 a.m. or something is
all
like
day.
Yeah. It was the dumb, and of course the casino was exempt.
Of course.
So like they don't have to worry about it, but it was a nightmare, and it really hurt a lot of venues, and we
destroyed Sydney's nightlife.
It did.
Well, destroyed the cost.
It's still like pretty grim at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I went out last night for a friend's birthday, and just caught up with a couple of people. Went out to 2 shows. I went to Ram It Down in at a Filipino restaurant, and then I went to Elton Chong's in Penrith. And we were sort of talking, and mate, Penrith on a Saturday night's dead.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like unless, and look, where I was at, I had a good handful of people in there. There was no bands or anything playing. It was good to actually see that many people out, and there were no bands playing. Because normally, like I've never really sat there and had a look, but normally it's like that. It's just there's that little section where we are is always going off, and then you just got the rest of it, which is just a bit.
Yeah.
It's rough, and like I think there's lots of pressures as well that have added to that, obviously.
Oh fuck yeah,
100%.
But
$10.
Of course there is.
But
venues.
It's a lot of stuff that contributes, I guess. So okay, What about you? What would your number 2 be?
I think. Man, I had it in my head just before, and now it's gone. What was it? God damn.
Sorry, mate.
Nah, that's all right. No stress. I really don't like when people are really hateful or just have a stigma against other genres. It's like when like, for example, I'm not a country fan, but you'll never hear me saying like country's fucking shit. It's still I hate the stupid twangy southern shit. Like I mean, you heard me say it just then, but that's not what I think.
Those are inside feelings that you keep to yourself.
Even if you do think that, but at the same time, I have enough of a I guess an outside view to know that people think the exact same thing, and I know because I've heard it with metal and people saying, "Oh, I can't get into that screamo bullshit," and I'm like, "Yeah, well, I can't get into what you're listening to either." But it's probably the most subjective thing on the planet is music, other than maybe politics. But no one's gonna like everything. I just don't know why you have to have such a strong opinion on it. I feel like it's okay to have strong opinions on bands. Genre.
Or even how it just happens in the subgenres of metal as well. Like some dudes would just be like, I won't listen to anything with core in it. And I'm like,
exactly, that's it. The whole core, the whole new metal shit. I'm just like, and then 10 years later, you see those same people be like, oh, this is sick because other people around them aren't. You know what I relate it to? I actually relate it to the Star Wars prequels. And like 15 years ago, people being like, prequels are dog shit, and now you see them and everyone's like, oh, I love Revenge of the Sith. I'm like, I'm sure you do.
I bet you do.
That's it. You hit the nail on the head. This is something I've been saying for a long time now, which is when as metalheads and fans of heavy and alternative music, we are told so many times by friends, family, colleagues, people we went to school with, like, oh, it's just noise. That's not real music. That's blah, blah, blah. That's this thing. How can you even understand what they're saying? It takes no talent. It's all this. And then that's why I get so shitty when I see metalheads turning around and doing the same thing, because it's like, you are using the same insults that were thrown at you to deride your taste in music. You're taking those and using them against other fucking genres, and why do you not like it when people use it against metal? Because they haven't given it a chance, they don't understand it, or they're just not, they're being closed-minded and they're just not going, oh yeah, it's not for me, but whatever. That's why you don't like people ragging on metal and using those insults about metal. So why do you then think it's okay to have the exact same mindset about other genres and say the exact same things about other genres?
Because you got those gatekeepers there going, yes, let the hate consume you.
Yeah. I'm like, it 100%, it pisses me off so fucking much. And I have, like, I almost get a evil grin on my face when someone does that if I'm chatting to them, because I'm like, I get in their face about it. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, you don't have to like everything. No one's saying
exactly
that.
Right.
And you're not going to like everything.
Yeah,
no, you're not.
Exactly.
How boring would the world be if you liked everything?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. But it doesn't have to be such like a...
Like, you just don't have to dismiss it. You don't have to dismiss it. And they go, well, it takes...
It's not like it's coriander.
Yeah, I just they go, the best thing...
coriander.
The best thing for me is when they say it takes no talent. Because I go, okay, do it then. I just go, do it.
Yeah. Go on. Goes, that's screamy bullshit. I'm like,
or if it's like,
blow your voice out.
Or if it's like people, if it's like, metalheads talking about rap and they're like, it takes no talent. It's just like, it doesn't take any talent. I'm like, okay, well, rap for me right now then.
Yeah.
And they can't do it. They can't fucking do it. So
I get it all the time. A lot of hip hop friends, a lot of country friends, they'll be like, you like this? And I'm just like, not big into it. I don't mind some of it. Yeah. But then they'll come back with the same shit. Like I had one friend last night. It was like at a house party, and he there was some live rock bands, and he was like, "Bro, you guys actually like this shit?" I was like, "Yeah, probably multiple people at that party like it too." Like, sorry that you don't, I guess. And
go.
I was just gonna say, and imagine how that one dude looks. He's like the one guy who's just fucking sad, not moving, and everyone else is like,
he's not having fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really like the music has lasted for fucking a long time. It's been around for a little while, and it just keeps on evolving, and it just keeps getting heavier.
All right, and what's our third thing from each of you? The third thing you would eliminate from or change about the music business, and why?
Mine's very literal, and it goes out to our bass player, Nick Greentree. Change your rusty ass bass strings, bro.
Oh, bro.
Strings.
Is he one of these bass players that's like doesn't change his strings in 10 fucking years?
I don't know, but last time I saw him, the motherfuckers were covered in rust. And I was like, oh my
god. What's his name again? Nick. Change your fucking bass strings, cunt.
Fucking strings, mate.
Jesus.
Oh my god, dude. Sorry. One bass player to another. If you won't listen to them, listen to me. I'm a bass player, okay? Please change your fucking strings.
Yeah.
Love you though, Nick.
Especially if you got like a partner as well. Like you don't want rusty fingers going.
He's a bass player, he doesn't have a partner. It's Oh god. No. But no, it's there's a fucking there's logic there.
And it goes to guitar players too, like there's some fucking terrible. Yeah. I mean, it's fine at practice, but for a gig, it's like, brother, we need new strings.
I better see those strings fucking sparkling, shiny new strings at the fucking show, bro.
I love it. That's fucking hilarious.
All right, and last one. What's the last one?
I think I want more fun events kind of thing put on. Like, imagine like Battle of the Bands, like more shit like that. Battle of the Bands, or like have like a pub set up with all the shit on stage, and then everyone's just having a drink, and then you can get up on the stage.
Oh, like open mic nights and that.
Yeah, but just with a whole fucking metal setup, and then everyone just can fucking get up and fuck around and just have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just needs to be a bit more like a bit more fun, less like
to bring a bit more
lighthearted.
camaraderie to the whole thing too.
I think, yeah. And you get to sort of jam with people you've never jammed with before, and
they used to do stuff like that here in Sydney.
Cool.
A couple of things like that here in Sydney.
I've known it to be a thing, but it's you just didn't like. When was the last time you saw a battle of the bands?
Dude, when's the last time you saw a dedicated all ages gig?
Yeah, exactly.
Or an under 18s gig.
An under 18. You have not seen an under 18 show.
I don't think I've ever seen one of those. Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're just, it's just,
I know Schema Collective tries to do some of those around Brisbane, but they're
I think they're hard to put on as well.
They're a bit more bit less like metal, a bit more rock focused, just because they're
it's easier.
It's a bit easier, and it's a bit more open for trying to bring a lot of people in, and it's just a bit slightly more broad appeal, I guess. But they're it does need to be more of that stuff, because that's how there was such a wave of that's one of the reasons that there's a certain Aussie bands, like we said, Parkway Drive did so well. And a few other bands of their ilk did really well because they were out there playing these under 18s or these all ages shows, getting the fans while they're young. I guarantee, if you can get these fans when they're 16, 17, 15, whatever, if you can hook them, they will be your fan for life.
Yeah,
they will be your fucking fan for life.
Get them.
They will latch onto your shit. And they will, as soon as they're 18, they're going to be coming to all your shows, and they're going to be buying your merch. They're going to be playing your fucking songs. And they're going to be obsessing over your shit, which is what you.
The thing with these
money.
No, you continue. Sorry, man.
No, you go.
Oh, I was just going to say, the thing with the under 18 shows, man, is these guys are coming and they're rocking up sober. They're remembering this shit. You're not going and sinking 24 beers and the next day you go, oh yeah, I saw that band last night. Don't remember a single thing that happened. They remember that, and it really sticks with them. So
they still got decent dopamine receptors to release. They haven't destroyed them yet.
Yeah, it sort of seems to mean more to you too when you're a bit younger and seeing that stuff, because now they're just so easy, they're so accessible. You can go out and there's always going to be someone playing. But it meant more back in the day.
They're such fun shows. I remember when I lived in Townsville, it was really hard for them to put on the underage shows. I think because of venues and licensing. If they've got a bar, it's really hard to have under 18s there. But I remember this one band that was big at the time. Their name was Forlaw, and they're a really cool beatdown kind of band. And they hired out this fucking flower society. Literally wouldn't get a person under the age of 60 going there, but they hired out this flower society one night, and it was this big brick room. It actually wasn't big. It was probably a house-sized room, and acoustic drums in there. It was hot, complete tinnitus. But it was so much fun because you go in, because it's such a no money's put into it, but they've really just done their best, set up their own lights. And it was fucking sick. It was so cool. And it was under 18, and there was a huge mosh pit. It was so loud. It was one of the best gigs I've been to, just because of how unique it was.
That's it. They're just happy to be at a show. They're just happy to be at a show, seeing live music and feeling that energy. A lot of them for the first time. A lot of kids, it's the first time at a show, and they're just
they want
that. They're experiencing that. It's a sensory overload for them, and if you can have if you can bear to sell or give away your merch for cheap, and get it just to get it in their fucking hands, that's it.
You got it for life.
Yeah, they'll be on your shit.
It was such a cool show as well, because like I said, so fucking loud, all these underage kids, but since they don't get to go to shows, they were going hard. And for a local band to have a mosh pit is such a crazy thing for that band too. You go and see these local bands open for big bands, and their crowd's just dead. It's just everyone standing still, give them a little bit of nod. But you go to something like this, and they're the headlining band, even though they've got 100 followers on Facebook, and there's proper circle pit, proper mosh pit. As the band, you're fuck, that was awesome. Holy shit, that was crazy.
I played a under 18s gig in a church once.
Yeah.
The sound was this. It was our drummer's father was a pastor at the church, and he was very supportive. He was very supportive of the band.
Yeah.
So what they did was they were trying to organize a thing for a bunch of bands from a local school as well.
Yep.
But they were oh, let's put these. They asked us if we wanted to play it. So there was a bigger, like, you know, a proper, quote unquote, proper band headlining the show. And we were like, yeah, we'll do that. So it was like, I think, yeah, so the sound was not great because it was like a church PA. But yeah, we had the circle pit going. I think at one point I was like in the middle of this fucking circle pit on the floor of the church with all these fucking kids like just going ape shit. And it's just, yeah, it's so much fun. Like their enthusiasm's infectious. It inspires you more as well in the moment. You're like, this is why I got into it in the first place.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's
man.
important.
I found like the gigs that I've played, even they haven't been metal gigs. For background information, I actually used to produce a lot of like dubstep and trap music.
Yeah, nice.
And I've played a range of shows, and the most fun I had at a show, I've played a show where there was like it was really professional, tons of people there. It was great fun. But the best show I did was we played a show for free when we started this little label. Doesn't exist anymore, but it was in Ayr, which is a town. I don't know if you've heard of Ayr. It's got about 1,000 people. And we played at their local pub. The sound they had was absolute dog shit. Like this subwoofer was like breaking while we're playing it. But it was so much fun because everyone in the crowd was just going crazy. It sounded so bad, but like it was just so off the rails. Like they ended up someone actually went to hospital in the end. It was really crazy. Like they turned all the lights on in the middle of the show, and there was like brought in like a stretcher, and I was like, holy shit!
Fucking hell, that's wild.
It's you never want to see something like that happen.
No,
but anyone that tells you that any metal or extreme musical band that tells you that they don't want to see their show, like where they don't want to see like lights get pulled down and the whole thing just go fucking Burko, you're lying.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Like, we all want to see it. You all want to
we want our Woodstock moment.
Yeah,
we do.
Man, it was a wild night. I was like, that was the fucking funnest gig I've ever played. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, there you go. That was Get in the Bin. Thank you so much, guys. This has been awesome chatting to you all this week.
Lots
of fun. So, as we said, we will have links down in the description to everything Glora has going on, as well as tickets for Nowherefest, June 14th, Amore events in West End at Brisbane. Get your tickets. You will not fucking regret it, I guarantee. As I said, though, big thank you to Jake and Brock from Glora. Remember, everybody, I have been the Reverend Raph, along with the beer buddy Kyle. We are the Two Dudes Who Talk Music. If you like this video, hit it with the thumbs up. If you didn't, downvote the shit out of it. Take care of yourself and your mates, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Catch you later.
Hey guys, thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We really hope you had a good time. If you did, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell down there. It helps the channel grow. We are still a fairly young channel, and we like to try and grow our audience all over the world. We do also, for those of you who are interested, have a Patreon. It's just a couple of bucks a month. At the moment, you get all the videos early and ad-free, but we are working on ways to increase the value of that and make it a bit more enticing. So don't forget to keep an eye out and check back on what's going on over there. Other than that, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day.